So update. I don't do gospel music anymore. I was wondering, like, these past couple of months, like, I haven't been motivated to, like, listen to, well, I don't listen to, like, other people's music, but, like, listen to beats, and I haven't been motivated, and due to conflict of interest. Anyway, so yeah, due to conflicts of interest, I just was like, and it was just something that was like brand new to me. It was so unexpected, but I had an interaction with Jesus Christ, and I was like, you know what? Maybe it's the reason that I didn't release the album, and I know what that reason is now, and it's because of God. So everything that happened, me not wanting to I felt like now that I look back at it, I was just being a follower when I wanted to like do gospel music, and I was, believing that God was a man. And then like I really had time to think about it, and I was thinking about God's perfection. And you know what? God is more than a man. God is more than a woman. And I was so grateful that I did not release that album, that gospel album, being a follower, declaring God to be a man. When I know now that the signs was all there, that God has always been more than a man and a woman. And so like, not to downplay Jesus Christ, but yeah, so not to downplay Jesus Christ. And I talk about that like in my new book that I'm working on. Like I was gonna like release it on the internet, but I think I'm gonna like go on and delete everything and just release that book. And it was the biggest plot twist in my whole entire freaking life for me to realize that God wasn't even a man this whole entire time, but Jesus. Anyway, Jesus was a embodiment of what God is, but God is more than Jesus. And it took me getting mad at Jesus for me to realize, look, I'm about to sit here fucking playing my face. But seriously, like, just out of respect for myself, like, I wasn't just gonna let him keep on, like, thinking that he can do the things that he was doing to me. So when I was writing and I was just confessing how I feel, because I knew how I feel was real. And I was just like, I just had to be real. Like, it's bigger than Jesus. And I was just like, I don't want to be like one of them people that's idol worshiping, continuing to be a follower, because I know that Jesus was a man. And that's what the summary of my book is. And yeah. And in no way, shape, or form was I ever, nor do I, diminish Jesus Christ and what he's done for me, because he did bring me closer to God as a whole, to where I could feel comfortable, because I know that God is protecting me at the end of the day from anything that Jesus could possibly do against me. On top of the fact, I know Jesus does love me. But so yeah, I'm not downplaying Jesus Christ, but I know that there are things that I could have possibly said to downplay him, which is why he was the way that he was towards me. And I didn't know that until I was walking back home after I was walking my dog, and I was like trying to stand up for Jesus Christ, and this motherfucker was trying to play me again. And I found out it's because he thinks I'm trying to outshine him. And so I just want to say that, so yeah, that's what I came up with. And I understand why, God, me, and Jesus Christ, like, we good. Do I need Jesus Christ? No. I feel like I can really, really be myself without Jesus Christ. But Jesus Christ, I'm not gonna lie, like, he did make my life better. And out of everybody in this universe, I would choose Jesus Christ. I would choose Jesus Christ. Like, I know literally, for real, Jesus Christ is and was my shooter. And I know that. Like, literally. And that's a true given fact that Jesus is my shooter. In a bad way, in a good way. And it won't ever, like, it's not gonna be like that, but that's my nigga. And I love him. And I think, and just as me and Jesus Christ, we had our little, you know, situation. Anybody that has a relationship, whether it's intimate, personal, where anybody will have some type of problem sometime. It doesn't have to be now, it doesn't have to be later. Maybe it could have already happened, but that was just the reality of life. And if anything, I'd still choose Jesus, because I would choose Jesus Christ because I don't have the patience that other people have to deal with people's BS, to listen to a motherfucker badmouth me, do anything, pull a gun out on me. I don't have that type of patience. No. There's too many people in this freaking world to, deal with BS. But the only reason why I continue to go back to Jesus Christ is because he's the only one that I could really relate to in this universe other than God. And now that I have my closure with Jesus Christ, and I'm able to fully accept God for what God is, and know that God is not a man, and that Jesus Christ was just a man, and I know that at the end of the day, I'm a woman, but when God chooses somebody, I'm not gonna run away from it, so it is what it is.